Answered your question. Now, we've got a very brave caller on the line, ladies. A male, Neil from New South Wales. Good on you for calling in. What's your question tonight?
My question, I've got two daughters and they'd lived overseas for quite a few years and used to come home sort of on a regular basis once every 12 or 18 months. And back in 2004, we were sort of petrified because the housing market was going through such a boom. We thought by the time the girls eventually came home, they'd never be able to afford any houses for themselves. So what we did, we took a line of credit on our house, and they also took out a loan and bought a townhouse type thing for $265,000, and that was in 2004. Now, 4 years later, we've sort of had it valued again, and because it's sort of all the crisis around the world and everything, it lost value. Then it's slowly crept up. It's back to where we started from. The girls want to renegotiate the loan and also pay us back the sort of $80,000 they owe us. And I was just wondering, also, the government in the budget, they were talking about allowing some sort of incentive for landlords, wasn't there, to keep hold of properties?
All right, well let's break these down. Whoever would like to start on this one.
In relation to the budget, there was a couple of things that were announced. There was the sort of saver accounts that they're putting together, which I think the girls would miss out on because they've already got a home. I think it's just like the first home buyers grants when they came out. If you already had a house, you sort of missed out. So the other policy in there was about improving, or through rent assistance, or encouraging people to provide low rental accommodation. And I'm not exactly familiar with all the stuff that was in and the rules around that. But I thought it was around actually encouraging more people to build and then rent out at a lower rate, which was more at the larger institutional end of the market, I think, than at the two girls.
The retail end.
Retail end. So I actually think that's where it was pointed at. And I said I don't have all the details on it, but I would suspect that it may not be relevant for this situation. But I suppose in terms of the value of the property and whether it's gone up or down, the key thing is to stay in sometimes, because once you're out, it's so much harder to get back into the property market. And you haven't lost value, you still own the asset. So at the moment it's an unrealised loss or it's a break-even, but you haven't actually sold it. So you still have an asset that's worth something.
And we get conflicting reports every day, but...